If you have a lot of money and a large display case, several iconic pieces of Hollywood memorabilia could be yours.
The live auction takes place in Los Angeles next month. Some of the items for sale include the Batman suit worn by Michael Keaton in the 1989 film, a lightsaber used by Darth Vader in The Empire Strikes Back, a bullwhip, belt, and holster from Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade, and the Men in Black neuralizer that wiped the memories of anyone who looked straight into the Flash.
Ooh, maybe Severance is more your speed. A startup is crowdfunding a real working version of the Lumen keyboard with a built-in trackball and in and outy layouts. The price starts at $590, but will only be made if the Kickstarter reaches its goal.
Preston and Steve from WMMR join us live right now, and I'm guessing that Severance item might be on your lists.
Well, we don't really Nick watches Severance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
so you was wrong.
Yeah, I'm not up to speed on the Severance just yet.
Yeah, just a keyboard.
There are a lot of little tchotchkes, little items that I wouldn't mind having my hands on. A collection. Steve is the collector in our group, though.
Yeah, the Batman thing, absolutely. But I mean, what is that going for? Do you have a price list on that?
Not yet, no.
Yeah, we know
I'm surprised you don't have a full suit.
So the thing with those cows is that they're made of, like they start to deteriorate after a while because they're made out of this kind of foam rubber. So, and I don't want to mortgage my home to get a bat suit and have to answer to my wife when I do that. So, yeah, I don't think that's the way I want to do that. But there are things, excuse me, that I do want. I want a pulse rifle from Aliens. I want RoboCop's machine pistol. Yep. I want a United Planetary Cruiser C-57D for Forbidden Planet. Okay. And I want the Aston Martin from Goldfinger.
He hasn't thought about this at all.
That's all I want.
Yeah, nothing like that. I was going to ask you, Matt, I know this is all movie stuff, but I know you and I are drummers. If you could have a famous drum kit from rock history. Have you ever thought about that?
I definitely have, and Preston, this will be no surprise. I want the drum kit that one of the Spinal Tap drummers died in a massive accident.
The little stain on the seat on the stool. Yes,
that would be sensational. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
What are you thinking of, Aliana?
This segment has gotten really dark and violent. I was just thinking of the Men in Black, to forget your memory. I used to want that as a kid, just to I'm going to erase your memory. But now I feel like as an adult and when you have kids, I mean, we forget everything anyway. So who needs to erase my memory? I can't remember anything anyway.
They provide the amnesia that you need. But you can actually purchase replicas of those. I think for me it'd be something that was screen used. Yeah. That ended up in the movie or the piece of pop culture that's what makes the value on these things, because a lot of these are really, you saw them on screen. It was an Indiana Jones bullwhip.
What do you think about this? I want the phone that Liam Neeson used to talk to his daughter's captors in Taken.
Yeah. Was this a specific set of skills?
Yes, that's the one.
I just want the skills that he has to fight off all these captors in all of these movies.
I'll take that.
By the way, I would want the ability to convince my daughter not to travel again. They went through 12 movies where he was pulling her butt out of the fire every time.
We know what happens every time. They get taken.
Yeah, stay local. Yeah.
Guys, thanks so much. Have a great weekend.
Have a good weekend. All right, we'll see you later, guys. All right.